I'm Tyler Behl. I am a graphic designer for DDP Yoga. Like growing up, I always used to love to draw, and like I would draw my favorite comic book heroes and stuff like that, and favorite cartoons. So I always just enjoyed the arts growing up because my mom was kind of artistic and she would take me to galleries and stuff like that. But going into school, I was, studying the whole like marketing and business stuff, but halfway through I was just like, what am I doing? And then especially after my whole ordeal, my senior year of high school. Because like I was in high school, I was playing basketball, which kind of probably helped me find out. I started having like vertigo, which what they thought was vertigo, so I was getting super dizzy. I actually went in, I got treated for that, which looking back retrospectively, it could have killed me. So I played in my last high school basketball game. I didn't know it was gonna be my last one. It was on a Friday, and then a Saturday, I woke up in excruciating pain. It was unbearable. And so I actually had to call my mom from my bed. And then obviously she calls 911 and they come. I had an MRI done, and then that's when they found it. There's bad news. There's a huge, massive blood. It could be a cancer or a tumor. So that's when, they just transported me from Cartersville to Emory in Atlanta. That they were gonna operate immediately, but then he was like, actually, that would be a terrible idea because there's so much swelling. He'll probably die if we open him up. So let's just give him steroids and then we'll operate in like a week. The tumor was like the size of grapefruit. It was like literally took up a fourth of my head. That's something else. Like I had to sign the waiver, like for them to operate. My mom was like, you have to give me a percentage. Give me a percentage. Like what's the percentage of him living? And they were like 2, maybe 2. But if he does live, he will be blind, deaf, paralyzed. Need a tube in his stomach to feed him, need to be in a wheelchair and taken care of for the rest of his life. 2-3 days, like this could be it. I was about to just bawl. For some reason, I had this just overwhelming sense of peace. I said a lot of prayers. God, if you want me, I'm yours. Your will be done. My whole family came down. They let my mom and dad come back there. And as they were giving me to put me to sleep, they were there by my side. It set in and then I fell asleep. Suddenly I just came back to consciousness. And then I'm like, all right, I'm alive. Oh, my toes. And then I wiggled my toes. And as soon as I wiggled my toes, I'm like, I'm good to go. And then I wiggled my fingers and I'm like, sorry. As soon as I did that, I was so happy because I knew I was gonna be okay. I'll never forget that. So I had to come back like every 3 months, and then 6 months, and then a year, and then 2 years. Now I'm good. Now I never have to go back for another scan. I have such an incredible appreciation for life. Like I just like after my like the food, every bite I would take, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And like just breathing the air, I'm like, I get to wake up every single day. This is absolutely incredible. I'm without any restraints. With everything that happened, like I'm gonna change this world, I felt like when I first started school, I was doing the whole business thing. And then I learned quickly that it wasn't what I should be doing. Like I get to live this life one time, and I know this is where I need to be. And I ended up getting a job right down the street at DDP Yoga. Followed my passion of the arts. Such an incredible appreciation for life. Yeah, that's why I'm always happy, I'm always smiling. What is there to be sad about,